Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Leila, a medical professional with over 20 years of experience using natural, scientifically supported methods to assist people just like you regain their health. I adore tying together the strands of traditional knowledge, contemporary research, and personal success stories to empower you since I'm a storyteller at heart. I want to share something very personal and enlightening with you today. Literally. I've seen far too many patients in their 50s, 60s, and beyond enter my clinic, their faces etched with frustration as they talk about how their world is gradually disappearing. The fine print on a favorite book becoming a bothersome blur. The blurry street signs at nightfall, or the persistent, aching, dry exhaustion in their eyes after a long day. Knowing that this doesn't have to be their story, or yours, makes it tragic. Allow me to draw your attention to a reality that the large pharmaceutical and processed food corporations have buried deep. It's not inevitable that your eyes will decline as you age. The idea that vision loss is simply what happens after the age of 50, and that the only ways to prevent it are through dangerous procedures, thicker spectacles, or symptom masking medications that feed their coffers has been perpetuated for years. However, what if I told you that your body has an innate mechanism for repairing your eyes every night as you fall asleep? A natural regeneration cycle that could shield your retina, repair daytime damage, and improve your vision for the future. However, this process is subtly failing for 90% of persons over 50. Not because of time, but rather because of a single component that is lacking, the appropriate nutrients at the right time. Why the secrecy? Because providing you with natural, easily available solutions doesn't bring in billions of dollars. Rather, they advocate costly treatments while neglecting the fact that cultures ranging from ancient Asia to the Mediterranean have used food as medicine to maintain sharp vision long into old age. With research hidden away in papers, modern science is finally catching up to our ancestors' knowledge that some common foods, when carefully ingested before bed, function as your eye's nocturnal repair crew. In order to address problems like dry eyes, blurred vision, cataracts, and even age-related macular degeneration, AMD, they provide your body with antioxidants, anti-inflammatories, and essential components that function while you sleep. I've witnessed this change lives in my profession. Consider Maria, a 62-year-old teacher who came to me in a difficult situation because her eyes felt like sandpaper in the evening, and her night vision was so bad that she was afraid to quit driving. Instead of starting with medicines, we worked on her nightly routine, which included these items. She claimed to be more focused and less uncomfortable in a matter of weeks. My passion is fueled by tales like hers. From strong to super powerful, I'll list my top 5 foods for this nighttime eye rejuvenation today. Each one focuses on particular issues and is supported by thorough clinical research and human trials. Hard science, not marketing. We'll go over how they function, easy methods to savor them before bed, and why timing is crucial for optimal absorption while your body is going through a deep repair period. But first, take a moment to think about what your primary eye concern is at the moment. Do you have blurry eyesight at night? Chronic dryness? Or another issue that makes your days less bright? Post in the comments section below. I read them all, and it makes me happy to be able to share this trip with you. Together, we're regaining the colorful sight you so well deserve. Now let's begin our countdown, beginning with ginger, number 5. Ginger, that tangy root we frequently reach for when we have a cold or stomach ache. As Dr. Leila, I can assure you that it's much more than that for your eyes. Throughout my years of patient care, I have witnessed how oxidative stress and quiet inflammation erode the macula and optic nerve over time, acting as rust on the eye's fragile equipment. This slow burn exacerbates diseases like glaucoma, in which pressure rises and vision gradually deteriorates. Compounds like gingerol enable ginger to act as a potent natural anti-inflammatory warrior. Imagine this. Inflammation is the dirt that erodes the beautifully tuned engine that is your eyes. Ginger's bioactives can reduce chronic inflammation, reduce strain on the optic nerve, and increase blood flow to the eyes, according to a study published in Evidence-Based Complementary and Alternative Medicine. Imagine that relaxation translating into decreased redness, swelling, and that persistent visual tiredness following reading or screen time. In one trial, participants saw a significant drop in inflammation indicators over the course of weeks. I recall John, a 58-year-old accountant who spent so much time at the computer that his eyes were often inflamed. After following my easy ginger routine for a month, he was talking about how his eyes felt refreshed when he woke up. The secret? To coincide with your body's window for mending, take it before bed. Make a calming cup of tea. An hour before lights out, thinly slice the fresh ginger, stew it in water for 10 minutes, and then sip it warm. Or mix a small amount of powder into a light salad or yogurt. It creates the conditions for overnight healing and is both mild and effective. Your eyes will appreciate it if you give it a try and leave a remark about the outcome. Avocado comes in at number 4. I am aware that some people avoid this creamy jewel due to its fat content, but as a medical professional, allow me to dispel that misconception right here. Your eye's biggest ally is those healthy fats, especially when it comes to fending off the blue light bombardment from screens and the sun that damages your macula, which is the region in charge of sharp central vision. Lutein, a potent antioxidant found in avocados, forms a natural shield in your eyes that blocks harmful light like sunglasses from within. Imagine your macula as the center of your vision. If you don't have enough lutein, it thins out, making you susceptible to blur and dryness. According to a randomized controlled research published in the Journal of Nutrition, eating avocados every day increased older person's macular pigment density by 25% over the course of 6 months. That's not just statistics. It's actual defense against AMD and the dry, gritted eyes that millions of people suffer from. Additionally, the monounsaturated fats improve the quality of tears, keeping your eyes comfortable and moisturized. Patients like Sarah, a 55-year-old nurse whose shifts left her eyes dry and her vision blurry, have been prescribed this medication by me in my clinic. She felt the clarity sharpen and the moisture return when she added half an avocado to her evening meal. Enjoy it as a pre-bedtime snack for optimal effects. Dice into a salad or mash half and sprinkle with sea salt. By facilitating the absorption of lutein, the fats prepare your eyes for regeneration while you sleep. Rest is transformed into restoration through nourishment, which rebuilds from the inside out. The third item is blueberries, also known as bilberries at times. These tiny taste explosions are more than just a treat. They are visual superheroes, particularly when it comes to night vision. Legend has it. Science supports the legend that British pilots in World War II used blueberry jam to improve their dark-adapted vision. These flavonoids, which are rich in anthocyanins, increase blood flow to the retina, where inadequate circulation causes cells to starve and speeds up the degeneration of AMD and glaucoma. Think of your retinal vessels as highways that carry nutrients and oxygen. As you age, they become stiffer, creating traffic jams that result in cell death and hazy areas. Blueberry anthocyanins have been shown to increase retinal blood flow by up to 40% in patients with circulation problems, according to research from Tufts University. They considerably reduced digital eye strain, reducing that post-screen haze, according to another study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry. Tom, a 65-year-old retiree, was one patient who suffered from evening blur, which prevented him from engaging in his lifelong passion of stargazing. His happiness returned when he started eating blueberries every night. He spoke of waking up to crisper mornings. Before going to bed, mix them into a smoothie or yogurt, either fresh or frozen. Their chemicals will absorb easily while you're sleeping, feeding your starved cells. This might be the missing piece if you wake up in the morning with drained, distracted eyes. They're also tasty, nature's sweets for improved vision. Spinach is moving up to number 2. I love this little leafy green so much. It's the unsung champion that the pharmaceutical business ignores because it's too straightforward and strong. The vital nutrients for macular health, lutein and zeaxanthin, which your body cannot produce on its own, are abundant in spinach. Located directly in the center of the eye, these antioxidants act as a natural defense against the attacks of age by filtering blue and UV radiation. Over time, your macula thins, increasing your risk of AMD. However, a Nutrients Journal study found that eating a lot of spinach and greens can reduce that risk by as much as 43%. Focusing on the core of the macula, zeaxanthin protects it from oxidative damage that impairs vision. With patients like Elena, a 70-year-old artist whose colors were disappearing from early cataracts, I have witnessed miracles. Her vitality was restored by her evening spinach rituals. She painted with a fresh sense of accuracy. The trick? Combine with fat for absorption, such as blending into a smoothie with flax seeds or avocado, or sautéing lightly in olive oil. The best eye repair cocktail to have before bed is a green elixir made with spinach, blueberries, avocado, and ginger. It is available, powerful, and waiting for you in the supermarket aisle to quietly strengthen your vision. Last but not least, the egg yolk is the crown jewel, number one. This may raise questions because processed foods and statin manufacturers have been warning us about cholesterol for years in an effort to keep us away from nature's treasure trove. But as Dr. Leila, I can guarantee you that because of their good lipids, egg yolks are the most bioavailable source of lutein and zeaxanthin, with absorption up to 5 times better than vegetables. These minerals are all in one yolk, along with zinc and vitamin A, which work together to protect the retina by facilitating the production of melanin from vitamin A, which improves night vision. According to studies, eating eggs every day raises serum lutein by 26% and zeaxanthin by 38% over the course of a few weeks. This synergy from natural foods is unmatched by pharmaceutical tablets. Remember my 68-year-old patient, Robert? He was suffering from macular degeneration and was afraid of going blind. He stopped advancement by substituting yolks for myths in his dinners. Now he can easily see his grandchildren. Before going to bed, scramble 2 with spinach or enjoy hard-boiled. The nutrients support nightly repairs against weariness and cataracts. It's the vilified hero taking back the throne. Here are 5 commonplace marvels that serve as the nighttime protectors of your eyes. This is regaining what a profit-driven system stole, not a passing trend. Your body's natural ability to heal. Imagine reading without strain, seeing details from a distance, and having eyes that are still bright in your 80s. It is possible beginning tonight. Which meal will you try first if this speaks to you? I love hearing your tales, so please share them here. Give this to a loved one, and for more authentic health secrets like subscribe and hit the bell. Use nature's gifts to preserve your precious vision. I appreciate you being here. Be careful until we meet again.